Hi everyone. Saturday, which means it's bloody movie day. It is episode number 5 of the Novice Movie Study. We are moving quickly right along, and to a quick 1 minute reminder that might take 2 minutes of what this show is about. We are taking movies that are on Netflix. At the time that I watch them, they are on Netflix. They will be available there. We will take one movie and pit it versus another movie, and we will create a Hall of Champions showing which movie is the best of them all, and which each time we do an episode, we are pitting two movies against each other. One will fight and the other will fight, and one will win and the other will not. And we'll put the winner into the Hall of Champions, along with the favorite of our actors and the favorite of our directors. Pretty simple, yes. Pretty good. Pretty simple, yeah. Okay, let's go to the drawings. And remember, what is Other Life? So this episode is Other Life versus Stasis. And now this is the what happened. We will watch at the looking at, and if you do not understand the way that I talk, I am sorry. That is just the way that I sound. And this is a smiley face, and there you go. He is waving at you, and here is an ear. He looks more like a ghost now. So let's remember what Other Life is. This is Other Life, and remember this was a movie where they put the drugs into the guy's face, and he bleeded the black eye blood, and then lots of other things happened. If you want to know what happened in that movie, you have to go back one episode and you will find out what this drawing means. Super, super secret. Go back and watch episode 4 and you will find out what all of the super secret hieroglyphics mean. Just go back and watch it. You might want to watch it to find out what this thing even is right here. No, nobody knows what that is. Alright, so this week we are talking about the Stasis though, and we will make a new screen for this. There you are. And this Stasis was about this. And you might hear sounds in the background. I do have two special needs kids, and they are very loud sometimes, so but it's not a big deal. You know, if you hear screaming in the background, it is just a kid who is having a psychological meltdown, and I would probably have to pause. It's not a big deal. Just wait. I'll just leave it recording. Why not? Alright, so Stasis. Stasis was about, there is these people, and they live in the future, and the future is a desert. Let's go back to the Batman cactus here. Here is the Batman cactus. He is there, and it is a desert, and the ground is not red. Let's see. We want the ground to be deserty. Let's make the ground I don't know what kind of desert sand this is, but there are people in the desert there, and they are going back in time. So here is the clock, and they're winding the clock backwards this way. Oh, wait a minute, that's forwards. We need to go backwards. This is the way the clock is got. We need this new clock. Scribble that out. We need a new clock, and we are going to take the clock and spin. I almost did it again. Which way do I go? This way. We're going to take the clock backwards, and we're going to take it back about, I don't know, 20, 40 years, whatever it is. And they go back in time, but in order to go back in time, they have to create a new screen, because I have already duplicated and ruined this one too many times. So there we go, they are going back in time, but in order to go back in time, they have to take this body that they are in, and they have to go into another body that has just died, and in the past. And here they go into this person, and now they are inside this person. And that person is dead, ish, so that the ghosting things are happening. Why do they go back in time? That's more important, right? They go back in time to save humanity, because of course humanity blows itself up with many, many sparky like flamey deaths. And there is a city in the very start of the movie, and of course you are seeing the cities looking beautiful. Nothing bad can happen, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, of course, is bloody explosion death, but of course it is like a mushroom because it is the nuclear, and then everything is blow up and everything is dead. So the whole reason they want to go back in time is to prevent this exploding death from the warring and the killing of the angry. So they are going into the past with this body guy thing. It's a great plan. You just go back and find a person who has just died. You get inside their body. No big deal, right? And now in this movie there was one time. Well, let me get a new screen because it's already it's not legible, right? It's disgusting. So they go back, this guy and his girlfriend, they go back in time. Let us make the brush a little smaller so that we can draw skinny times. You take that did not look smaller. Go smaller. There we go. That's super small. So you got the guy and his girlfriend. This is the girl. Why not? And they are in the past, and she is a little young girl, and he is some kind of beef hunk guy who is super good looking. That is what the show wants you to believe. And he has a super high voice. It's weird, but that's okay. It's just my jealousy of how good looking he is. And they're in the back of the history times. And of course, they have already sent a bunch of people here into the past. And there is a guy, and there's a bum in a chair, and he's sitting there, and he is actually the guardian. And he is sitting there being a bum, and nobody else knows what this guy is. It's just a bum on the street, right? No big deal. But he's actually guarding this doorway, which leads to their base, their secret time-traveling rebel base, which is in there. And inside of there is a big factory, and you go inside, and there's all kinds of matrixy things happening with wires, and all sorts of cool things are happening. But you go in there, and they are trying to figure out how to fix time so that there is no bloody exploding death happening like in this. They don't want this, so they do this. Of course, you know? You don't want this, you clearly have to do this. Don't want this? Do this. Don't want this? You don't want scribbly yellows? You don't want all these scribbly yellows? Do this. It's a simple plan, you know? You take their bodies and you go into... But the whole time, this lady here, this is not making sense to any of you, is it? It doesn't even make sense to me now that I am saying it currently at the present time. I'm not even in the past, and this is not making sense to me. You have to really watch this movie to really understand what is happening. So please do this. I will pause right now, and then you will watch it. Okay, so you watched it, right? There you are. You watched it. Good job.
I wonder what that is.
Yes, that's right, Hey. That we do have a robot here. By the way, his name is Dis. It is Hey. H-E-Y. His name is Hey. And then I also have... yes, we also have Hal here. And sometimes they argue. I don't know what they're talking about.
Why?
I don't know why.
Green?
Yes, because of green. So let's switch to green. Why not? So this movie is kind of confusing. Just a reminder, this is Stasis, the movie. Let's make the brush bigger so that everything will make sense. This movie is called Stasis. Lots of crazy things happening. The budget was very small for this movie, I think. The effects were, they were good, I guess, for the small budget. But they really had some devices like glasses that really just had, like a Snapple cap glued onto front type thing. And that was a super secret thing, I guess. Let's draw the glasses. You had like these super cool sunglasses, and then they had like a round circly thing here that looked like a juice box cap or something, and that was the super secret glasses that you could see things with. It lots of cool things, but the reason is that this, what did I just say? I don't know. Let's get rid of this layer. It's making confuse. That layer is making confuse as well. Well, this movie is not very confusing. Not as confusing as I've explained it simply. But you know, what are we even talking about? This movie sucked. It was not good. And it wasn't because of the plot, it was because of the acting. The acting was just not good. I would like to say that because the budget was okay, that it was low, that this was good, but the acting was just not good. If there was one shining light from this movie, I would say it was the sound direction guy. Whoever is putting the sounds in there, he did a pretty good job for such a low budget. There was a lot of work that went into the sound, and the effects of the credits were very nice. I would say those two things. So, that is the nicest thing I can say about the movie. It does not have good ratings on any IMDb or anything like that. It was just because of the acting, really, I think. Barely, I read one review that said it barely passes as a movie. But that's a little harsh, but it was not great. So let's look at the Hall of Champions. No change. I do not think so. No, Stasis does not make it. It does not making it to the even third place. There was no shining actor the actors over here. There was no shining actor that was like, hello, I want to be on the top of everything because I am the greatest actor. No, no, there's no one from there to... You cannot take Jaime Ordonez, Christian Bale, and Jessica Decal out of this because of this movie. Nope. And the director, I don't think so. There is, in fact, glaring directorial problems with this movie, and clearly there were parts where it needed something, and they added a sound clip over the top, where the sound clip was okay, but it didn't match the situation. You would have to watch the movie. It all around it needed work, and it just did not win. What do you want from me? It was not as good as Other Life or Elbar or Alien Arrival. So there you go. The next movie we watch, let's take a look at the charts, okay? Because that is the only way to know. Let's look at the chart. I'm looking at the charts in the background, but I will just continue to tell you about what I am doing without telling you. The next movie we are going to watch is a little movie called The Bushwick. Bushwick. B-O-S-H Wick, you know? That is the movie. So let us go to the blank screen here, and making the copies, and going back to the drawings, and showing this. The movie is called Bushwick, that we will watch next, and that will go against Other Life, and we will see which one will be the victor. I will enjoy it. Hallow, what did you think of the Stasis movie? What, give me your rating?
10 divided by 2 divided by 5.
I can't even do this math, sir. Please give me a regular strange number.
4.
Okay, I would agree with this number. That 4 is okay. What about Hay? What do you think, Hay? Okay, Hay is broken. But there is no cheering noises in this one, okay? We cannot do any cheering. They did not make the actor, they did not make the movie, they did not make the director. It was totally ruining of our time, and it was an interesting movie. It had a good, interesting topic, but, you know, nobody is just not good. So, no cheering this time, very sad. I need to make a being sad gif, jiffy bloob. Okay? So goodbye, everybody.
How?
No how. It is all over. You cannot... Did this movie win anything? Tell me, computer.
I already said no.
Okay, that's what I thought. I will see you guys next time. Go watch Bushwick, and we will enjoy this next week together. And it will be good times for everyone. It will be good times for computer.
I think so.
And Hay.
It was me.
And... what did you fart, Hay? And then... And then how? We'll all be here together with you to enjoy the movie Bushwick and see if it can defeat all of these other movies. A good time having with you to Saturdays after the work. I was thinking that I would have to work, but I did not have to work. I did work, but then I came home and I do the work at the working work. I'll see you guys next time. I'm sure you will not be confused. Goodbye.